we are back. Welcome, folks. How are you doing tonight? How's everybody? Rosalith, Arky, Skeleton, Alex, Siegfried, Nova. Hi, everybody. Anna.
Big bucks.
Big Bugs. Thank you so much for the resub. 32 months. Oh my god. No, you said the name thing too late. You said the name thing too late. I already said hi. Hey, Beppo Bones. Pyro. I already said Pyro. Hi. It's almost a toddler, your subscription. Also, of course, Bean is here. Not in focus, but hold on. Bean is here. Very sleepy looking. Yeah, tonight we are making some Megalomorpha art. For those who don't know, and I'll assume you'll probably know what Megalomorpha is about. But it's my first ever horror series, still ongoing, but like very, very sporadically. It's a collection of short stories about huge bugs and how they, influence people in weird ways. So yeah, I'm gonna bring you up to speed on the specific story. Hey, Hammy, how you doing? Hope your adventure was good. That's not a dog. Hey, Zach, how you doing? Good to see you again. But yes, we did say big bug. It is a way to summon all of you. I know. We're gonna be working on. Let me show you. Oh, wait. Bean wants to say hi. Come on over, Bean. You want to show up on main camera? Of course. The small camera is nothing to you. You need the limelight. Come on. Come. Oh, come up. He's so lazy. He wants to be pushed. Very good. So here's Bean. Hey, Mitchie. We love being over here, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so Megalomorpha, the specific story within Megalomorpha. I'm already getting JPEG. Oh no. The specific story, let me show you. Also, check out my new LEDs. They react to whatever's on screen. Isn't that fun? Anyway. This thing we did, when was it? Sometime in December, I don't recall exactly. But it takes place in a Shinto shrine. This is from an actual postcard that I got, like an antique postcard I got in Japan. Oh god. Getting JPEG'd. So yeah, this is from an old Shinto shrine in Japan. For those who don't know, Shinto is like the polytheistic religion in Japan. And I'm on JPEG, I'm clear again. My skin is clear. And Fedorasaur, thank you for the follow. Did we ever find out what the kanji means? Yes, I did ask a Japanese artist that I've talked to a couple times. And yeah, he gave me the name of the shrine and which kanji. Specifically, I'm gonna have to change the name of the shrine. But yeah, I'll get to that once we like actually write the story, because I have to come up with like a shrine sounding name. Yeah, it took a while because it's like pretty like old Japanese, and it's like written right to left, which isn't common in modern Japanese. There's like some peculiar things there. So yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, the original here, in case you're wondering, is this photo of a shrine, or this postcard of a shrine, where people are worshipping, or that are like worshipping, but like, and kneeling down in front of the main part of the shrine here. Probably has a name. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, I figured, you know, a good picture of people worshipping is great to turn into a Megalomorpha story. Lo-Fi, thank you for the follow. So yeah, that is what I did. So it's kind of an improvised start to this part of the series. But after that, just like starting from the baseline of having this image, I figured out a cool story that we can do around it. So it's hey, 1, 2, 3, Tontito. Thank you for the follow. It's gonna be, I think, told from the perspective of one of the monks in the shrine, and this is not unlike the previous Megalomorpha story with the cult. So I'm gonna pull that up. The story with a Christian cult in Norway. It should be here. It's a sort of cult that forms around worshipping one of the adult Megalomorpha, right? But this is a pretty young cult. Like, this is something that started pretty recently and ends pretty abruptly when the church burns down. The cult is essentially like destroyed, and we don't know what happens to the bug, but we can only guess. This story is in a like very mature cult. They've probably been worshipping this specific Megalomorpha for, who knows, hundreds of years. And it is used, the people in this community, to as like a sort of like breeding grounds, because, you know, Megalomorpha, they need to like molt with a human to attain like like their final form, right? Their perfected form. So it's in one of the adult Megalomorpha. It's like essentially manipulating this whole parish, or this whole group of people, to molt with its children so that it can like produce more Megalomorpha. So that is one of the grubs, right? But it's not the adult. That's kind of like the head honcho here. So today, I was thinking we could do the adult and kind of keep it a little bit hidden. I'm thinking it's going to be covered in just kind of like the same we're seeing with the grub. It's just like covered in robes and stuff, but to like a larger extent, so we can only like see its vague shape. Oh, Bean! That was Bean. He pressed on the keyboard. Hold on. He just jumped up very excitedly on the table because he wanted to bring me this. Amy, he wanted to bring me this. It's his toy. He's a streamer now. He is. But yeah, our big bug is going to be shrouded in darkness. And it's going to be, I mean, we're going to be seeing like the grubs, like this one very clearly, but never like the adults fully. It's going to be a little bit more mysterious there. And so what we're going to gather through the story is that, you know, there's a very mature cult that's been going on for hundreds of years and has been using these people to create a bunch more Megalomorpha. Yeah, exactly. With that's what I'm thinking with like a veil. So we can see like its vague shape, or maybe it's behind a curtain, like a big curtain, and you can sort of see its shape. That would be cool, right? Yeah, either like a veil over its face, or like a larger curtain could work here. A samurai helmet? I mean, it's already gonna be like, samurai helmets are called kabuto because they are based like they're named after beetles, which have these like intricate horns and stuff. Especially like Japanese beetles has a lot of species like that. So they're called kabuto helmets because they look like those beetles. And we are going to be using one of those beetles, one of those like very Japanese beetles, specifically the Hercules beetle, which has like one big horn. I have it. Hold on. We're going to be using this beetle. This bad boy. Oh, Bean wants it. Bean wants to eat the beetle. Don't eat it. Don't do that. The fight. The fight of a lifetime. Is it real? No, it's plastic. It's a toy. I got it in a gacha machine in Japan. That's where I got all the bugs that you can see in the background. Well, currently you probably won't be seeing them that well because they're JPEG'd, but you can see some bugs in the background. Here's a dragonfly. That's a fly. That is a little grub. That is a huge beetle. And there are some more around there. Nobody has found all of them yet. Oh, and this... I haven't shown this one on stream yet because I just got it. I got this one. I'm pointing with the tip here. This is a painting that my sister made of a fly. She gave it to me for Christmas. Oh, beetle down, beetle down. Beetle is okay. Has not lost a leg, so it's a good sign. Is the careful, Bean. The fly that my sister painted. You showed your mom my artwork and she hated it. Hell yeah. Oh, Bean. Unhand my creature. Nearly choked on one of the hands. Don't do that. Hold on. He goes crazy for this beetle. I gotta keep it away from him. Oh, careful. Did you sting yourself in your mouth? Are you good? Did you hurt yourself? Open your mouth. Let me see. Let me see. No, you're good. You're good. Probably just a little pinch. Bean, so silly. It's a sharp object. You can't put it in your mouth entirely.
Beetles are best insects. There are more types of them than any other kind of insect.
That's true.
They are beautiful. All hail beetle and their many colored elytra.
Fully agree. Hey, Ricochet. Okay, so we have this, and for the other pictures, I got other postcards of Shinto shrines, but I want to find... I think I'm going to have to find others online. So just to show you, these are the postcards I got in Japan. Oh, I guess I can remove Bean Cam now. He's off on an adventure. Okay, these are the postcards I got in Japan. I'm gonna put them here. There we go. I got this one, which I really like, with a little pond here. This one of just a beautiful entrance. This is the one we used. another gate, which I really like. This one with the old car in front of it. And this is not a postcard from Japan. It's actually from France, but I found it in Japan. And this one is just some kind of environment. I might use stuff like this, for example, for just not padding, but just like added context. So we get like more pictures to go with them throughout the story. Come back to homework. Okay, good luck. Glad you got a little brain break. $300 or 400,000 species. Yeah, it's somewhere around there. It's like there's more species of beetle than like every vertebrate, I think. A yokai called it Shinshu. They're insect gods that devour evil spirits to grow. What? I hadn't heard of that one. Translates to divine insects. Well, I think we got a name for this Megalomorpha. I think it might be Shinshu. That's really cool. It eats... Well, I mean, let me just put up the browser here. Eats evil spirits and demons, particularly those which spread the disease. Great insect gods resemble silkworm moths. Ah, they're moths. But I guess it's close enough. Like we could do like the beetle version of Shinshu. I mean, the whole idea with Megalomorpha is that they're not like folklore creatures. They're real creatures, but they're not like religious figures either, but they will sort of manipulate the people they interact with into thinking that they're something holy or magical, or it kind of depends on who is being manipulated, right? Like if you're a Christian, maybe you'll see them as angels. Maybe if you're a Shinto believer or Shintoist, I don't know how you say it, you will see them as like this yokai that eats demons. So I guess it's more moth-like, but you know, seeing this feels beetle-y to me, like it has elytra, it looks like. So no, I'm not. Oh, that's Shin-chan. It's a different guy. Yeah, I'm not against using that like for the name of this. Chinchin Mushi? Let's see. Oh, it's from Godzilla. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, in terms of lore, I'll have to figure that out. But in terms of the image, specifically for this, I think we're just gonna go to Picroll. I'm gonna pop into the browser here. What's up, Bean? You wanna go out? Okay, hold on. Let me open the door for Bean real quick. We'll be back for him soon. Oh, okay, so it's not originally a Godzilla thing. It's just reused the mythological name. Makes sense. Okay, let's look for Shinto Shrine. Mostly looking for old pictures of them. But if it is a modern picture, we can oldify it too. As long as there's no like people in it that, you know, would give it away because of how they're dressed, that sort of thing. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of postcards of shrines, which makes sense because I assume that the shrines themselves sold them, and that is one of the clues I got from this postcard. You see this stamp, this purple stamp on the top? That has something to do with the pilgrimage. So it is probably like nowadays you can go to Shinto shrines and they will do like a calligraphy thing. So some people will bring like a little book, and in each shrine they visit, they will ask one of the monks. You know, you pay one of the monks, and they will do like a little calligraphy and put on a stamp with like the name of the shrine, and you sort of collect that. Which is fun. I like that. It's like a thing in Japanese culture to do like little stamp collection things, and so this seems to be like an early version of that, where you would get a postcard at the shrine and get it stamped to say like, I went to this shrine, or this is part of like this pilgrimage. Oh, the JPEG got disabled. Yeah, nice, it works. I had to fix up the timer on the JPEG. Well, Glarn, I will not say. I think it's more fun to leave that mystery open. And all the stamps together make a painting? I haven't seen that. Sounds really cool. Okay, but oh no, browser. There we go. Let's look through them. Let's see what we find. I would like ideally a picture of the interior, which I know shrines are mostly open spaces. Shrines tend to be like pretty outdoors, and you mostly like visit the outside of them. But they have like indoor spaces with like all the relics and stuff. Usually like behind some kind of mesh or glass or something. With a little barrier like this. So it's not something you can like enter as a tourist. Like, I'm just gonna see the inside in most cases, and see what kind of relics they got. You're stuck at just seeing the outside part, which is most of it. But I would like to see a picture that at least shows like one of these gates, one of these entrances. Yeah, maybe something like this, where we got some kind of mesh that we can put in behind. But I don't think it would just be this tiny little house. No, forever JPEG. There is a way to make forever JPEG. It is by turning on max JPEG, and to do this, I gotta hold on. I gotta get on my cheat sheets because I don't recall the exact numbers. Where is this? Streamer bots. To do max JPEG, oh my god, giant crawler, and turn off the timer, you gotta cheer exactly 333 bits, gift 3 subscriptions, get it 1 tier 3 subscription, or what is it? Oh, or get a hype train to level 3. Anything with like 3s will get you max level JPEG without a way to turn it off, except for paying a bunch of points. Like there's no automatic turn off for that. Oh, this one in the water is really cool. Not what we're looking for, but... Oh, look at this. These clothes. See, this could be nice if we want to do like rows over the bug. To use like historical costumes and use all the cloth from that. Could be cool. It seems like a way less fancy shrine compared to the L2 JPEG. It seems like this one's way fancier looking. So we got it like I don't think we can do any shrine. It has to be like at least like a decently big one. But if it's just an interior, I don't think it matters that much. It's all exterior pics. Let's see if we get lucky. We might get lucky. You should have saved. Oh, you can't do max JPEG. You gotta pay the 333 bits. That was the way. The cheat code.
Bollocks.
10 bits is still appreciated. Could be like one of these stairways and it's like up above as a silhouette. That would be pretty cool too. If we don't find any good pictures of like interiors. These pictures are tiny, by the way. Like a lot of these, that's why I'm opening them to just see how absurdly tiny they are. I don't know, I wonder if like, is the source picture this small? Yeah, it's 800 pixels. That's unusably small. Which is very annoying. It limits our options a lot. Isn't it prohibited from taking photos of the interior? Maybe that's why. So we don't see any. Like you'd assume maybe like official sources or like the postcards themselves would have pictures, but it's like them taking the pictures. But I don't know. We got B. The bean is here. Hello. Did you eat well? Yeah, you ate. I smell it on your breath. Hello, Sam. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Okay, where were we? Ooh. This is good. It's like this dark interior. Very cool. Oh. He's kneading. Look at him. He's hard at work. You got this, Bean. Doing great. Okay, so that's from Wikimedia. Let's search for this. Seems to be a bit of a postcard too, because we got the stamp. But not good quality. Unfortunately, this is very grainy and JPEG'd. Kind of like me. Guess we're birds of a feather. So yeah, let's keep looking. Maybe we'll get lucky. There's like 5,000 images in this list. Not all of them are going to be relevant. Like at some point, it's just going to start giving me irrelevant results. But it still means there's probably quite a good chunk of Shinto shrines. I got a little bit of bean claw. I guess you can't see it with the JPEG. Keep seeing claw bits on my table. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's more of an arch there, but I could use a picture like that. President Joe Biden. Okay, that's a really well-known shrine. We do have a shot of the interior, but it's not like super well framed. This one's cool. I like this one a lot. And you know, we get enough of the entrance here that I think it might work. We'd have to remove this metal pole here, the not pole but handrail. Could work. It looks pretty small, but oh no, it's 3,000, 4,000. That's pretty good. It's higher quality than my face cam. Hey, OBS logo. Ever seen the program that I and most streamers use is called to actually stream and capture your camera and everything. It's called OBS, and the logo is this, just this like old Japanese symbol. Oh! Oh! The beast! I love this. She's so round. Another good one where we get like this interior, or a little bit of it, right? Like we could zoom in. That depends on how big the actual picture is, I guess. Yeah, it's small maybe. Okay, I could see this one with opening up this panel here. I could see that. How big is it? Ooh, not that big. But it's in Pixabay, so Pixabay might have a better quality image. Ooh. Oh, China? It is tagged as China. Let's see. Let's get a translation of that to English. Oh, Kanto. Okay, so it is Japan. I guess just like mistagged. Okay, this one could be cool. Oh, we're getting some good ones in the related images. Oh, this one's very good. I think that's probably Japanese too. I like that it looks a little bit dilapidated. Very big disabled. Cleaver again. Yeah, I dig that it looks kind of dilapidated. A little bit like, you know, there's like piled wood kind of haphazardly. A little bit overgrown. I dig that. Let's check translation here to English. So it is Japanese, yeah. Yeah, well, it doesn't specifically, it tells you like Mount May. Let's see where that is. Oh, that is in China. So that is Chinese. Despite the text being written in Japanese. Interesting. Yeah. It's a Buddhist temple. That's a damn shame because I love this. I love this picture. Oh yeah, it's like, since it was mistagged as China, all the temples I'm getting underneath are Chinese. Which is a shame because they had some really good pictures there. But let's keep looking. Let's see what else we can find. Oh my god, they got silly hats! That's so good. Chinese horror edits, that's true. Wait, did we get this one? I think so, right? Yeah. Although this might be... Okay, so Wikimedia has a picture of this one too. Good. Most we're getting now is modern pictures. So I am worried we might start running out of good, relevant results. Ideally, we'd use an actual old picture because it's gonna look much better than trying to like oldify a modern picture. It can be done, but I like the authenticity. This one feels too modern with the buildings in the background and stuff. That's the same picture. A dance hall. That's cool. Okay. Yep, we're just getting nature pictures now for some reason. We can limit it to, let's say 1960. Although I guess it's giving me modern pictures too, because sometimes the year filters kind of mess up a little, but let's see. A lot of these we've probably seen already, but it's good to do like just a second look through all the main like black and white ones in case we missed anything. Did I? Yeah, this one I already searched. This 360-degree photo is an interior, but it is so warped by being 360 that it's pretty impossible to use. Very unfortunately. Love this mask. I love Japanese theater masks, are really cool. This sort of like expressions on them. I love that. We got some colorized ones, that's fun. Well colorized too, like that is spot on. As far as colorizations go, like the sky tends to look a little green in old colorized photos. But it might just be like the aging of the pigments and stuff. Ooh. That seems incredibly small, unfortunately. It's tiny. Oh, that's huge. Love that. God, the problem is some of these are just so low quality or tiny. You're like, it's a really good photo. I'd love to use that. It's so small. Ooh, what is that? Interesting. Seems like it's gonna be real small. Let's see. Is it a train? I do not know. But it is a nice gate. I would just wish this image was not tiny. Damn! I love Japanese copyright law. Copyright expires if a picture was published before January 1st, 1957. Or photographed before 1947. So, like, that's way better than American copyright law. Or Spanish copyright law. Oh, that is cool. Where is that, though? That does not sound... No, that's Taiwan. Yeah, it's like that. It doesn't look Japanese. Tiny. Okay, we got an interior. That's Taiwan again. That's doesn't look Japanese. That's so annoying. Now it's giving me good pictures, but they're not from Japan. Pickerel is really messing with me. Oh, we got doggies. Everything has been forgiven. Pickerel is good now. Cryptid, how are you doing? Also, a yokai maybe? Waga Koromo. Oh, hold on. Seems to be this. Oh yeah, it is. Shrine Princess. A serpentine creature roughly 6 meters long. It has 2 horns on its head, a long tail, a dorsal fin, and flippers. Its face is that of a human woman. A Japanese mermaid. I love that. They're servants of the palace of the Sea Dragon King. Okay. I love that. Oh my god, the JPEG. This picture is so crusty. It was also Korea, so... We're getting completely unrelated things, I think. Although some of these are still from Japan, so it might still be a good one. If we scroll down, but... Not holding out hope. Oh. Ooh. That does seem to be Japan. 1950s. I was exactly thinking of like this our protagonist. Like it's kind of what I did in the other story too. So I don't know if it should end in a fire again, but it is banger picture. See, that's what we get for scrolling all the way down. Sometimes you get bangers. The Japanese emperor. Wish I could help you with anything Sonic cryptid, but I have no idea about anything. Oh, that's China. Oh, it seems like Japan. A shrine which is burned in World War II. Let's see what Wikimedia has. This. No? Hey, no. Let me paste the right word. There we go. Oh, it's been rebuilt, looks like. Really small image. God damn it. Why is it with all these pictures being tiny? Every time I get a good one, it's very, very small. But at least we got puppies, so it's fine. They're so crusty. These are the crustiest animals I've ever seen. Look at this thing! Incredible. I love crusty dogs. Lint with eyes. It really is. So my beetle is losing its antenna. Gotta be careful. Get in there. There we go. More dogs that don't quite look like dogs. Okay, last page of searches for this specific term. I could open it up to like Buddhist shrines in Japan. I guess I might just do like Japan shrine and do like old pictures as well. We'll get some repeats, but that's a huge increase in results. Because I guess to explain it a little bit, in Japan you'll mostly get either Shinto shrines or Buddhist shrines. Sometimes it's like shrines that used to be both. So they have a bit of a combination, or it's like a Shinto shrine, but it has like a Buddha like outside. It's like there used to be a lot of mixing of the two like types of shrines. At some point they tried to like separate them, but I think it's still like, you know, it still blends together a little bit. And they both feel really similar like when you visit them. So you have to like really look for the Buddhas to see if it's a Buddhist shrine, or for the Shinto gods to see if it's a Shinto shrine. Other than that, like they have the same like architecture, the same ideas behind it. They both sell little amulets. It's this thing. If you've seen the Defunct Land video on animatronics, that thing appears in it. It's one of the very first animatronics to ever be made. And it was this robot who gave speeches about everybody loving each other. It's kind of wholesome. Also love this. What a cool armor. Broken shrine. Oh, it fell down. Might be a good ending too. Like it just gets abandoned and it collapses slowly. That one doesn't feel... It says town hall, yeah, so that's why it doesn't feel like a shrine. Are they all wearing like armor? Interesting. Maybe some kind of ceremony or something. Big Bell in Nara. Oh, we went to see Nara and the deer park at Nara. I got pictures. Hold on. You guys want to see pictures of the deer? It's really cool. Where do I have these? Japan. I got thousands of pictures, so I'll see if I can quickly scroll through and find them. Nara was... I think before this. Oh, there it is. So you could just like walk around and hang out with the deer, and they would just like... Here's... Oh, hold on. Here's one of them. They were just hanging out, and they would get close to you, and the babies were so cute. Look at this. These are unedited, so like the exposure is a bit wrong on a lot of these, because I was just like doing a lot of quick shots. The babies. And they would get close to you and ask for snacks, and you could buy like little like bread crackers for the deers, and you would just... So you would go to the deer, you would do a little like a little bow or bow, I forget, bow, right? You would bow down, you would do like a little bow like this, and the deer would bow down its head, and then you would give it the cracker. So I think I got a series of pictures here of me doing just that. Here's me with the cracker there. This one was like under a, like behind a wall, but most of them were just like out in the open. There we go. Do a little thank you and give it a cracker. And then I got this picture of it. Hey, Pavlog. Welcome. Big bug time, yes. Although I'm getting distracted. We're looking at deer that we saw in Japan. Thank you for the follow, pal. And oh, then we had two deer fighting. Look at them. Again, these are unedited, so they're pretty dark. I need to like brighten them up. But you know, a lot of the male deer, they will cut off the antlers because they get hurt fighting. And this, when we went there, it was during October. It was the mating season for the deer, so all the males were fighting over like their territory and stuff, and they would just like this one. Okay, we're seeing it backwards, but they were fighting and this one threw the other one onto like a bike rack and threw a bunch of bikes on the floor. It was like a mess. They were fine. They were both fine. But yeah, that's Nara. Come deer man and fight crime. I need to tame one of them first. There are deer in your backyard. Your father once fed one of them, now he comes and go asking for food. Yeah, that's careful. That you gotta be careful with that. You can't feed wild deer. These ones are just in a park and they're taken care of, so they're not wild. They're pampered, if anything. Actually, maybe I do have one good picture of a Shinto shrine that I could use for this. I have these ones which are really aesthetic, but not good for my purpose. This was a shrine near these gates, you know? You've seen them, you've heard of them, right? This one came out really good. If I had this edit idea before I went to Japan, I would have taken the specific picture I need. Unfortunately, I only took 1,000 pictures of cats at a cat cafe. Oh my god, this cat. I think her name was Luna. She was she like took a liking to me, so she just sat on my lap for the whole time we were there. And she kept like she was like full of snot, as you can see. She kept slobbering all over me. It was so funny. So yeah, I kept taking pictures of cat cafes instead of pictures I could use for an edit. Like if I look through, maybe I'll have like, you've seen this one of the pictures we've looked through. This is like one of the biggest shrines in Tokyo, so it is full to the brim. So many people. But it's like, I feel like it's too big of a shrine. And then I have like, oh, this one's blurry. I have some shots of like smaller shrines that you'd find around the cities. But again, not great, and the you can like take the shrine, but all the area around it is just like very modern city looking, so it wouldn't match this. And now the cats. Oh, we're seeing it backwards. Hold on. Oh wait. There it is. There it goes. This was at a bamboo forest. What are you editing? Well, I'm gonna make a picture to go with this one. It's a story in my Megalomorpha series, which is all about people worshipping these giant bugs. And this one specifically takes place in Japan in the turn of the century. And yeah, this is like the grub, but its parents, which we're gonna find a place for today, is gonna be one of these. We'll get editable shots for you and you can get cat pictures for us. It's a fair exchange. I like that. Val, when he's on vacation, I'm working 24/7. I wish. I can't complain. That was a really long vacation, but it was the one vacation of the year, but it was 3 weeks. Oh, I did take a lot of pictures of what we dubbed ghoulie spots, which is just like cool spots where you could put a creature. And I really love this little intersection at the bamboo forests. We had these like overgrown signs and the mirror. And if you look between them, you can see like the straight sort of path through the forest. I was like, oh, that's a really cool ghoulie spot. But not many ghoulie spots in shrines. Had some really nice shots of the city too, of like streets. I mean, this could work actually. Obviously there's glass, but if we sort of remove these doors and let it be, yeah, because they're sliding doors, right? Because so we put those as if they were open, and we get this space in the center. It sort of works. We might have to change some of the wording. I would have to ask my Japanese friends about that. That could work. Thank you for the save reminder. I actually have not even saved the document to start with. So we can start this one. And no, wait. I did save it in this. Okay, so it's just... I saved over the grub one. We will keep this. And actually, yeah, we'll keep the grading map and everything. So it's actually useful to start it here. Okay. Shrine beetle. A word in Spanish. Have we done beetle? I mean, probably a long time ago, but it's worth a reminder because it's a great word. It's escarabajo. Pretty long word, actually. Try saying it 3 times really fast. Escarabajo, escarabajo, escarabajo. But yeah, okay, we have this gradient map that we used in the original picture to just add the...
reward as an N with the tilde so you have to Japanese katatsing.
How Japanese cat that thing? What do you mean by that? And also the end with the tilde is ñ, which it actually it always confuses me because in Spanish the tilde is not this. The tilde is this. It's like the single line accent. That's what we call tilde. Remember watching you start this bug drawing? Well, we're gonna do more then. This one could actually work fairly well. Obviously, the quality is too good to be this old postcard.
Catskonia, which is very similar to how the curly line changes the letter N.
Oh,
Ya know, like Nia.
yeah, that's true. Hey Bobert, welcome. Anyway, this picture I took could work. It's pretty much what I was thinking about. And I guess for context, what I want to do is have the adult beetle show up like in a dark interior. So like we take this and we make the interior really dark, and it's kind of just poking through there. And it's really hard to see exactly, to like figure out exactly what we're looking at. That's kind of the point. And it's like covered in robes, and it has the head of a Hercules beetle, but we can't quite see it. Oh, bye, pal. Have a good one. People always call me Boa Birds. Did I call you Boa Birds? Thinking of the enya as nya is making me feel pain. I mean, it's better than the French who write it as GN. I'll take that over GN any day. Okay, just quickly looking through other pictures of shrines, see if any of the ones I took could be good. But yeah, no more shrines after this. That's the last day. Okay. So let's go on to the browser.
The French what know is nothing sacred.
Let's see what we got. This one, really small, unfortunately. It is cool, but real small. This one's pretty cool. We do have less space for the, oh, sorry. We do have less space for the actual bug in this one. It is a nice shot, though. This one's not Japanese, unfortunately, so we can't use it. Although I'm going to save it in my little picture collection. There we go. This one, honestly, I prefer the one I took over this one because it has all these draped cloth over it. I like that. This one's cool. Did I? Okay, let's look this one up on Wikimedia. Let's see how big it is. Not too big. So I kind of prefer mine for the close-up. We're gonna go for the close-up. There's the fire one, which if we go for a fire for the ending of the story, we already got a banger picture for it there. No edit needed. This one was too small. Oh, this is if we need to make it fall down broken. That works. But yeah, that's all the pictures we got online. So I'm kind of leaning towards this one, even though we're gonna have to make an old picture, no, like a modern picture look really old. We're gonna need a few different passes of like grime and gunk. But hopefully we can make that work. Let's see. A few things we can do. First of all, this little grain action I got. And it adds this level of grain, but we're gonna make it even thicker, I think. So to do that, we increase the blur and the sharpen. That gives us a stronger grain. This one's, it's gonna get a little bit of a blur just to start with. And should we zoom it in even further? I guess we'll see in a minute, once we have like the effect more or less set up. From all the Romance languages, French is the ugliest? I don't think so. I will let you down that hill though. French, it does have that. Yeah, the spelling in French is awful. Completely right on that. Like, as someone who learned French by just speaking, because you guys don't know, my mom's French, so I just learned like French very phonetically and just like through speaking it. So I can speak it pretty well, but I cannot write French very well. Anyway, let's oldify this. Let's see what else we can do. I'm gonna go to my resources, to all my grungy textures, and we can add one like this, maybe. Maybe some like artifacts from old photos. This one's too much. Okay. Some like dusts. Then we apply this one like so, with a little bit of blur. Okay, it's already looking a little older. It needs more contrast. It's starting to get there. The legendary texture folder. Folders, plural. It is. It looks like this. And it's just categorized in many different things. Like here are all the gross textures. Here are like cloth, for example. These are like screens and glitches, plastic, metal, paper. Paper is insane. Like the amount of paper textures I have is ridiculous. Just got cardboard, different colored papers. It's gonna take a minute to load. Folded papers, folders and envelopes, gridded papers, very wrinkled papers, newspapers, postcards, of like written papers.
Experience pour voir comment votre robot de synthèse vocale gère ses mots. Merci, Seigneur Google.
Seigneur. Anyway, yeah, I got way too many textures. Actually, I should add some paper texture. Let's see. old and damaged. These ones are too small, right? Yeah. Parchment? No. You know, I want it to look like this was printed on a postcard. So, oh, this one's written. That should go in the written folder. This one kind of looks like card stock, so it should work pretty well as a texture. We crop out the number. Now we can add this like so as a texture. I wonder how that'll work. Ooh, I actually dig that. We're just destroying this picture slowly. The word overlord, and I'm not sure that that's the best translation ever. I mean, Seigneur is like lord, so it works, I think. Okay, honestly, it's getting there. It's getting there. I think I might change the greens to oranges though, just to make it feel like a slightly different postcard. Sorry, Bean, I startled you. So I might do hue saturation on top of the gradient map. And hold on. Try to find a good orange spot. It's kind of hard, because if I get orange, it gives me orange and pink, which is not a natural tone for sepia. So I might just have to go in there and slowly change this to orange. Let's see what this gives. Honestly, a little bit more saturation and I think we're good. Looked away for 5 minutes and you aged this photo by 90 years. Whoops. It's kind of there. A little bit too yellow. Let me get one of these postcards for reference. These two are more orange, a little bit. Speaking baguette. Going to age you by 90 years. No. Oh, I do want... Hold on. Texture like this one. I dig that. Huh. What should I use for this sort of texture? I think just some like really grainy ass paper and just apply it on like screen mode maybe. So I can get this to look like or like dark area. I mean, it's kind of there, to be honest. What texture is that? It's paper texture. Paper texture is kind of goated. So if I do this, ooh, yeah, baby. That's the slider. That is the slider. Now it looks like cardstock. I think we got it. I think I got this aged. Jenna, welcome. Welcome, folks. How was your stream, Jenna? What were you doing? What were you doing? Yeah, welcome, folks. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Eduardo, and I do Photoshop horror, basically. And this is Bean. He's sleepy right now. Generally thought that was a sloth. I mean, he does suffer from the sin of sloth, but it's okay because we love him. A truly miserable FMV battle royale. FMV battle royale? That's insane. I love that. It does sound a bit miserable. Hope it was miserable in a fun way, though. We couldn't even be gay? What? Anyway, welcome everybody. Hey, thank you for the follow. And let me show you what I'm making. So I made this thing a couple months ago. Let me show you this thing. Where is it? Here. There's a picture based on an old Japanese postcard that I got in Japan, and I scanned, of people worshipping a giant beetle grub. So this is from a kind of world building kind of series of stories thing that I did called Megalomorpha. And it is all about big bugs. If you go, I'll put up the link in the chat in case you want to read over those. But each of these little squares here is a specific, like a separate story. If you want to read them chronologically, you can start from the bottom and go to the top if you want to read them like chronologically as I wrote them. But the latest ones are the most like complete stories. Like they have a little bit more juice to them. Some of the earlier ones are simpler. This one, for example, is about a big mosquito that lives with a family in Mexico in the 1910s. This one is about a cult in Norway, the 1950s. This one's about a fisherman in Australia, 1909. So it takes place mostly over the turn of the century because I just really like using like old archival photos, but it takes place a bit all over the world, all throughout time. There's some modern ones as well. And this specific one is going to take place obviously in Japan, in a Shinto shrine. And it is formed kind of like the story in Norway that I mentioned. It has formed a cult around a specific beetle, which I got right here. This is not a real thing, by the way. This is a plastic. This is a toy that I got in a gacha capsule in Japan. This is a Hercules beetle, which is one of these like really cool Japanese species of beetle that they're actually this large in real life. They're really big, and they have these huge horns that they use to fight each other, which is really cool. And if you ever seen like the Japanese like samurai helmets, they're called kabuto helmets because that's the name of beetles like these, and you know they're named after the beetles and not the other way around. Hercules beetles are great. I love them. So they're going to be worshipping a huge Hercules beetle. And in this earlier picture that I did, that is one of the beetle's descendants, one of its children. And they're just like lining up to worship it. So it's kind of a sort of bug-based cult that's been going on for quite a long time. Enough for this beetle to have like had descendants. So yeah, this here is actually a picture I took in Japan. It looks like this originally, and I have been oldifying it. What I want to do, I'll do a quick little sketch here. It's gonna look shitty, don't worry. So I basically wanna cover up the glass here, because, you know, too modern. We don't want glass. And we want to open up these doors to the inside of the shrine. And just like peeking through, but not super visible. Oh, that's just a reflection. There we go. Peeking through the inside of the shrine, but not being super visible. I would like to have the head of one of these. I could even like shoot a picture of this one as reference, but I got some like actual ones that we could use. Not, I don't have the beetles, but I have photos of them on iNaturalist. And yeah, I'm just thinking like, you know, we can sort of see the beetle. Kind of covered in shadows and maybe like a bunch of cloth and robes all over it. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly what it is, but we can see that it's there in the shadows. That's the idea. Are the insects mythical or of some kind, or is it just regular but big and manipulative? I actually prefer not to explain that, because I think it's whatever you come up with in your imagination is better than whatever I'm gonna write. So I like to keep the kind of the origin and the nature of these giant insects in just in mystery. Keep them shrouded in a little bit mystery. Like I like that each part of the series answers a question about these insects and like maybe how they reproduce or how they live or where they're from or like little things like that. But it never like fully gives you an answer, and you have to like put the pieces together to get like these little puzzle pieces. I like that. Competitive beetle fighting. Anyway, that's the idea. That little sketch. So obviously all these filters that I did, they're here to make the picture look old as hell and match this one. I want them all to feel like postcards from this shrine. Which kind of tells you how deluded they must have been and completely brainwashed by the bugs. That they would be okay with just like making postcards out of that. Like, yeah, here's our bug. This is a cable? It is a cable. We can't have electrical installations in Shinto Shrine in the early 20th century, I don't think. What is that? Oh, that is not working. Is my opacity is at 12%. Okay. One of the good things of working with the constraint of really old photo that's really grainy is that it hides a lot of the Photoshop. And hiding the Photoshop is like 90% of the job, honestly. So we have hidden this cable. The rest of the cable is a little bit still there, but it's, you know, nothing. It's invisible. We gotta preserve the intrigue. Exactly. So much horror is ruined by pulling the curtain too far. I completely agree. Hey, Mactel, your frigid dog walk. Yeah, we just Jenna just raided in. After finishing what looks like a very strange game. cat videos? Show me. Post them on the Discord. I'll check them out. So we are opening these windows, or these sliding doors, I guess. I'm just straight up painting with black. If it didn't have any filters, it would look weird. But since it's oldified, I think it's gonna look fine. Even if it's not like perfect. You know, in art and in life, you always just gotta aim for good enough. I say, being a perfectionist. It's a balance, it's a balance. You gotta be perfectionist sometimes. But sometimes it's okay to just like do a shitty drawing and know that the paper texture is gonna carry you very far. So if there wasn't any texture, this would not be very good. We love to do just enough.
I
Best thing.
want to put a blanket over me so badly. Just tuck him in. A little mimir.
He's comfy now. It's a bit too warm for a blanket. Are you comfy, Bean? Oh yeah. Oh, big stretch, big stretch. Yeah. You got anything to say, Bean? Kiss? Yeah, kiss. Thank you. Oh, it's coming over to see me. Maybe? Oh no, he's just stretching out. Just stretching, I guess. You coming? Oh, he's coming over.
I love it when animals reach back out to the hand like, you will be done petting when I say you are.
He does that a lot. Oh, I accidentally taught him to headbutt me. If I do... You see? If I do kissing sounds, he headbutts me. Hey. Oh, there he goes. Shoulder boy. You are allowed to fall asleep to this stream. That's why we keep chill vibes. Okay, we have opened the sliding doors. They look open enough to me. Now the question, do we zoom this in a little further? Maybe.
I had a cat to learn that trick with me. Said present her whole head so I could give her kisses.
Aww. Should we zoom this in? Maybe. Gives us more space to do the fun part of the edit. If we end up deciding against it, we can always get rid of it. I probably get rid of the text, because I assume I obviously don't know Japanese, but I assume this might have something to do with like the name of the shrine, and we don't want to use any real shrines, basically, and we're taking pictures of like different shrines, so we don't want to have like inconsistencies in the story. So the easiest way of fixing that is just removing the text. Oh, you going, Bean? He gone. This cat would meow every time you sneeze. Aww. That's what I called communication. What are you up to, Bean? What are you up to? Little kiss. Okay, great. No text there. There's like one character here, but probably be fine. I will obviously with anything I do for this series, I will run it through some Japanese people because I don't want to mess anything up. But thankfully, I am glad to have Japanese friends and art colleagues who are happy to help me with these sort of things. So we can make sure we don't like do a blunder or anything. Whenever I do stories with like other cultures, something I'm always like very conscious about, and whenever possible, I try to like contact people there and have them like give it a read, help me out, change anything that's like maybe like inaccurate, inappropriate, anything like that.
Does Vin do the thing where you sometimes wake up to a cat for a hat?
For hats? No, he likes to sleep on your neck. So you'll just wake up like, I can't breathe. And there's Bean on my neck. But he's comfy there. I can't blame him. One day Val could just scream in the middle of the chill vibes and give like 30 sleeping fogs a heart attack. That would be so funny. I have sometimes like bumped my mic and startled a bunch of people. So it's not unrealistic.
Even better. The living scarf. It's making sure you're breathing. For now.
Exactly. He gets control whether I breathe or not. Crawling thing live. Thank you for the follow. Wakes you up in the morning by sitting on your chest. You start stabbing your face. That's so cute. Oh. Oh, he's finding his spots. Oh, he was needing like a couple seconds. Ah, getting JPEG'd. Okay. This is not a very precise layer right there, but what I'm gonna do is just take some black and fully paint all the inside areas. I don't care as much about the edges, but at least all the inside areas, because we're gonna be using that as a selection. So that'll be the space where we'll put our all of our edited layers. There we go. That way there won't be any holes in the middle. Doesn't look any different, but it will be. So I'll do a group. We'll put that as the layer mask for the group. And instead of that being a layer, it'll just be like a background within this group. Like so. There we go. How extreme can JPEGification get? There's 3 levels of JPEG. The way the JPEG reward works is there's 3 levels. Each level it gets more expensive, and for each level the JPEGification gets cheaper too. And there's a timer as well. Whenever you do the first JPEG, it sets a timer for, I think it's 10 minutes currently. And if you don't get to level 3 before then, it un-JPEGs. We can't do a single pixel, unfortunately. It's a filter that a developer called Umpuko developed, and it only gets up to a certain level. You can't fully destroy the image, but you can get pretty far. Level 3 is pretty extreme. It's like pretty much the max that you can do in that filter. Okay. Now I think we should start with a picture of the Hercules beetle. So, did I have some downloaded? Maybe a couple months. Let me see if I have them on downloads. This should be around... Okay. That seems to be... November, okay. So... This was December. Obviously, it's not gonna be in my downloads. I did this on my... the first edit I did on my older computer. No, level 2. So I guess let's just go to iNaturalist and look for Hercules beetle. Because I knew there were some good pictures there. So let's head over here and look for Hercules beetle. There we go. Hey, my boy. Just a more JPEG version of this. I could straight up use this toy as reference. It's a bit too shiny, but if we take it in like pretty a pretty soft light, it should work with how like diffuse it's gonna be. But...
I just don't know.
oh, we reached level 3. Yeah, this is level 3. That's how far the JPEG goes. You reached it. You reached it before the time ran out. Good job, everybody. Now you can barely see the beetle. That is what you've done to me. Okay, so we're filtering that by photo licenses we can use. Here's the picture, or not exactly this one, but it was it's this one. Look at this. Same guy. That's where we got it from. So it is a larva for a Hercules beetle. And then we got like different types of Hercules beetles. There's some very extreme ones with this, but a lot of them look like this.
That's
Crispy.
anime with some wrong to it.
Very crispy. Oh no! It died! Okay, so really easy to distinguish males from females in this species. That's a female. Doesn't have any horn. The males do, but it depends. I think it depends on the specific species, like how big the horns get. These are the big boys. Dynastis Licky, I guess. Like you can use this as a improvised scratcher. No! Don't do this to him! Don't grab him like that! You don't have Japan photos or gigantic beetle photos for Val. It's okay. It's okay, you can sit this one out. It's fine. JPEG confession is spread further. He has mere days. Come on without me. Your friend in Nicaragua keeps sending you cool bug and bird photos and asking for ID. You should put them on iNaturalist and tell them to put it with CC0 license if they don't mind, because that means people like me can use them. Big beetles, but not gigantic beetles. I mean, it's kind of hard to top like this one. And it's funny because if I take the toy and compare, it is pretty life-sized. Like I think it's slightly smaller than the one in the photo. But I bet a lot of individuals are this size, so probably varies quite a bit. Okay, this one's really good. Because we get a lot of these people in the background, kind of just hanging out. This one's really good. It gets like the front view. It's pretty foreshortened, but might be able to get some use out of this. I would like a frontal view. I think that would be ideal. Because could a side view work? Let's check. I mean, we could have it seen from the side, kind of curled up, and it's like sitting towards this wall here, and maybe there's like a second like open door in the back to cast lights. It's kind of sitting in the darkness. Big spider on the ceiling, very dark and far away style. Fair enough. Giant wetas. I love giant wetas. Quest for dirt. The JPEG is gone. I'm finally clear again. You can see my face. But yeah, I could also see this working like from the side. It would be a better silhouette. That didn't last very long. Back to being JPEG'd, I guess. Because, okay. This is what I had in mind. And that's not a great silhouette. Would need like a very specific angle like this one. This is a really good silhouette. With a really long horn and, you know, make it sit down in a more humanoid pose. Just kind of hunched over like this. And that's a good pose, I think. You know, I can't put these legs lower, but you get what I mean. I think that's pretty cool, too. What do you guys think is best? Like this sort of angle, slightly sideways, but mostly facing forward? Or from the side, fully? Chadwell has a big point of pride. Kiwis and cactus are cool. But yeah, I love the Wetas. They're bunnies to me. Honestly, in terms of pictures, we only got, at least here, we can look in other places, but we only got one picture of it facing forward. 3/4 angle. Yeah, this is like the most forward facing one we got, and we don't have a, and it's like very close to the camera, so that kind of makes it hard to use. We got a lot of good ones from the side. If we look through other species with a slightly shorter horn, I think we might be able to find some like other front-facing ones. Like, I'm fine with this. This amount of horn is plenty. Let's see Dynastis Granty. Let's see if we got any CC0 pictures. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh my god. So many of them. That's I would love that. I would love to just hang out with a million beetles like that. It seems like they would be chill too. Okay, so not a lot. Another side-facing one. This one's really high quality. Let me just open the good ones I find. Oh, and that seems to be it for Hercules beetles. Here's another Lichie. Lichie. I don't know how to pronounce species names. Does a giant bug have to be completely proportional with a little one? If I was throwing something similar, my instinct would be to take the head. Make the head proportionally smaller to the body. Yes. Yeah, that's something that I think would help the proportions, and I've done similar things with other Megalomorpha before. It would be proportional to the larva. The larva is really big, as far as I've done for Megalomorpha. This one's huge. It's a really big larva. But yeah, it is for a species. It is based on a species that is really large itself. It's like this life size, so I feel like comparatively the Megalomorpha based on that species would also be pretty big compared to others. Message me the beetles you had. Oh, nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, this one's fairly side-facing, and oh, sorry, bumped the mic. It's pretty good. I mean, we got them all here. That's the big boy. Which one would be the best to have it like sit down in a more humanoid pose. I feel like this one gives us a pretty good angle, but not as good for the lighting, because the lighting is coming from the front, not from the back in our picture. This one has better lighting, worse angle. I feel like this one has a bit of a better angle than the last. It's kind of crossing over the two horns, which I don't love as much for the silhouette. We could do a mix. We could honestly take the body of this one as a base. A lot of it is going to be covered, so I'm not going to care too much about the legs and stuff. Take the body of this one. Good, really, really good quality. Oh, let me name this Hercules 1. And as for the face, I feel like we can go for this one, pretty neutral lighting. Let's see how big it is, but it doesn't need to be huge. Oh, that's plenty. Okay. Let's see what we can do with that. Let's go back to Photoshop and write this back to our image. Gonna get these two. Okay. Let's edit them outside right here. Come to Utah, big Beatles. What is, question for everyone in chat, what is the biggest insect that you can find in your home region? Not to dox you or anything, but I'm just curious about big bugs. Because like, in Spain you don't really get a lot of big bugs. Big how? In their size. Or their hearts too, if you want. But I think probably the Spanish wolf spider would be the biggest one in Spain, but it is not like, it is smaller than most tarantulas. It is about this size. It's probably the biggest you can get. You get the whereas, of course. Lucky. Okay, let's start with select subject here. It's probably going to do a decent job. That's not bad. That's not bad. There's definitely some fixing to do, though. Okay. I wonder why they have hair here. It's interesting, right? Why do they have a little tuft of hair in the lower part of the horn? Is it to grab, maybe? So they can use like the pinch motion and oh, antenna fell out, I think. Let me find it. Where did it fall? It's definitely on the table somewhere. I want to find it before Bean eats it. Maybe it fell on, oh no, it was on my pants. Then I fell out. Anyway. keep that separately because it keeps falling. My guess is that they do this, and these hairs help grab on, and they will do this to like other males and just fling them. That's how they fight, usually, like stag beetles and stuff. It's kind of like sumo. Giant water beetles, nice. Make moths. Moths are great. Yeah, fur because it's mellow as fuck. That's true. I can't argue with that. Because it is metal as fuck. Okay, that works for a selection. More or less. There's still some like white edges. I'm probably gonna have to remove, but... I'm gonna be covering a lot of it, so... it should hopefully be fine. Okay, now we put this bad boy here. And we need to fit it. The good thing is we don't need to have a floor here because we're looking up a little bit. We're taking this picture from below. So the floor would not be visible at this angle. I'm gonna separate the head and stuff later. But googly eyes. Hold on, will they pop up? Oh, they didn't because I was in this menu. But I think it's like googly. No? What's the action? Control Shift F12. Oh, okay. Googly. Whoa. Hey, Sora. How are you doing? Yeah, we're gonna have to play as the GUI in a minute, because we still have to set up where the face and stuff is gonna go. I'm gonna do something differently. First, gonna separate the head and the body. Now there are two separate layers, and we can use that to, first of all, change the proportions. Make the head smaller. And second, edit this separately. You're probably gonna need some padding here. this too small looking? Avoid losing your streak. Channel point rewards aren't working? Interesting. Try reloading. They've been working this stream, so. Okay, we got this one for the head. Actually, no, I think that angle works. You just wanted to JPEG me. Alright, let me find a better angle for the face. I think this one's probably the best angle, but not good lighting. And this one... I mean, it's better than the other, but it's kind of crossing over the two horns. Let me try this one. It's gonna be called Hercules 3. Okay. Back here. Hey, good night, Sora. Type of locust. 24 centimeters. Wow. It's pretty wild. That is not a good select subject. But at least it got the face, so... Not gonna complain too much. Honestly, we only need this, so... I think we should be fine. I like how dark it is, honestly. Although we would have to match how dark it is with the lighting inside. I have to figure something out. Okay, for now... Oh, JPEG level 2. He doesn't realize I'm being JPEG'd. He's safe from the JPEG. Unless he enters the field of view of the camera. He will be okay. Take candlelight, yeah. That is what I'm thinking. So yeah, I think I would adapt the lighting on the body. Vlad, welcome. How's your stream? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna change the lighting on the body so I can match the one on the head rather than the other way around. Hey, Teeny. Okay, the other option for the lighting is what I mentioned before, which could potentially work, and it is opening up a second window or a second door behind right here. So first of all, let's put the googly eye where it should be, and second, let's say that there is a whoa. Flipped it accidentally. Let's say that there is this here, and obviously I need to fix that up. And on top of that, we could add a little landscape maybe, or just some trees, something that implies there's more stuff behind the background, since the photo is exposed for like outdoors. So we would be able to see behind. If it was exposed for the darkness inside, we wouldn't, it would just be pure white, but let's see. Let me go to the Japan postcards. Maybe use one from here. Like this. Thank you, Vlad. Hey, good night, Hammy. Good time painting and talking too much. I understand that. Yapping is important. And Rose, you have a good night as well. I think we shouldn't be looking that far up. It should maybe be like this. And maybe blurrier. Not sure about this like second door in the back. It's basically, it's just a way to justify the lighting on here. But we could just change the lighting. I mean, maybe we take these sort of tiles. We do that. And instead of having like a background, we just have sort of a darker version of this. Just to imply that there's a little bit more lights coming from there. Oh, no. How about that? A little bit more texture for that back part in the background. And also sort of justifies the lighting a little bit, although we still have to like maybe reduce it a little. Thankfully, since we're working on like a monochrome image, we can get away with quite a bit of editing before it starts looking too weird. Which is good. And you know, more so because it's gonna just be like a vague silhouette. And we never really fully see it. Where's the eye? Can't quite see the eye. I think I might keep the eye from this one.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We basically just got to play with the silhouette a bunch until it's just readable enough while keeping it pretty mysterious. Another googly eye for visibility, exactly. I mean, I like that the body is pretty vague. It feels a little humanoid because of the posture, which I like. And I don't know if we need to go like a lot further than that, considering the visibility here. I would like to add like one humanoid element, just like with Tio Alfredo, where he has the human skull. And I think that's, you know, something that with like the adult, fully like realized Megalomorpha, they have like the used parts of their quote unquote like their victim's skeleton on themselves. So adding a little bit of that would be cool. Even though, you know, it's gonna be silhouette, so I don't know how much is gonna be visible, but let me try just a skull. And we put that somewhere around the face. And let's see what that looks like. Let's get a quick skull. That is on approximately the same angle, so just from the side. If we get a good one, I guess. A lot of the problem with stock sites is that a lot of these are fake skulls, and they look very fake. But this one should work. It looks like a real skull too. Ribs. I was thinking ribs too. That is a good call. Let's see if select subject will care about it. No. Okay. Let's do a quick selection of this. I guess the angle's not perfect, but I could make it work. Okay. Make that real small. No. Make that real small. Make that real dark. Why is the... I hate when he does that. I think the skull should be smaller. The angle is not correct. Now we need to find a better one. It needs to be like pretty perfectly facing the side. This one maybe. Let's see if we find any better ones. We do skull side. Nah. Should have guessed. I mean, this one's a little better. This one's even better. Still pretty similar to the last one I used, but a little better. I think it might just work. So we're gonna do a selection, and then we're just gonna take the part that we need. Make that dark. Make that tiny. Maybe we remove the teeth too. Because why not? So there's the actual eye, and the skull is just in front. It's not his actual face. It's like the other feather is the same. This is not. Its antenna are coming from the eye sockets, but its actual eyes are just like most of the face here. Kind of wears the human like a mask. Yeah, I think that the skull really helps sell the size and stuff too. It's like, okay, now we know like this would be a human size. Ribs. We can put them like here underneath the elytra. Okay, we're gonna look for ribs, and it's gonna give us like the food, I bet. Yep. Rib cage. That's more like it. Let's see. Again, facing the side. So any like anatomical model or anything facing the side. Not you. Not a Halloween toy, please. Okay, not a lot of results, I guess. Okay, skeleton. Okay, we got some more stuff. Let's see if we can find a good side view. It has a tasty row of ribs, yeah. You gotta feed the Megalomorpha ribs. Hey, Siphon. It's never too late. Glad you made it. You're taking a nap. Hope it was restful. Could use T-Rex ribs. Just for effect. No, like this one looks pretty good. So in this one's case, I think I'm gonna do texture like this, which is an action that turns it into a high pass layer on hard lights. And then we need to make this like human sized-ish. It's gonna be a little too big, but I want to keep the effects. Okay, that's where I would put them, but we don't get a lot of contrast here. So I think we can just do like this. Then we remove the background. Nice. It's a little-known lore tidbit that all the giant bugs are fiends for tasty set of ribs with BBQ sauce. I confirm this is canon now. I like how all the first set of arms just kind of twisted into a little ball. I like that a lot. Kind of makes it look like it's scheming or praying. I dig it. Okay, now we need some sort of robes. All the bells and the whistles. So let's see. We could steal some of the bells and whistles from the grub. Because they're small enough and like complex enough that I feel like we can reuse them without them feeling reused. And it makes sense that they would have like some similar elements on the decorations of both. So let's see. Let me just go to, where's this desktop? I think Shrine Grub should be it. It is. Okay. So here's the grub itself with all the bells and the whistles. And we can take little things like this necklace. Pretty cool, right? Well, let's give it to our boy. Maybe we can put it here, have it sort of turn around. Oh, let's do it without the puppet warp, actually. Should be a little better. Ideas for a drawing? Is it alright if I do a piece based on this design? Absolutely. I'd be delighted. I say go for it. Inspiration is always a-okay. Okay. Bead color. That's one thing. Next bell/whistle is this thing. I like this thing. I don't even remember what it was. Some kind of pendant? Question mark? I don't know. I could see it hanging from the hands. Kind of like it's using it to pray or something. Not that it would pray, but I think like the people in the temple would like to imagine that he's praying. He's sitting in some kind of silence and contemplation. Honestly, considering how blurry it ends up being, like we can barely see this one, for example. This one might be a little clearer if we repeat it. So maybe I'll just change it slightly, actually. Have you seen Severance? I've seen the first season, and I really liked it. So I was actually thinking of rewatching season 1 and then hopping over to season 2, which I think is coming out. I don't know if it's already like fully out. With my partner, because she hasn't seen it. I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to rewatch it before watching season 2. I was like, oh, good excuse to like have a new thing to watch with my partner. I really like Severance. It's really good. Yeah, it's great. Also, googly eye. Don't forget. Okay, so let's take this little thing. Amulets. It's really funny to see it with colors. I love that. Okay, this amulet. Where should we put it? Maybe on horn? I dig that. Or even on this one. Shit, I keep choosing the wrong layer. There we go. Yeah, because it contrasts against the window. It's pretty cool. What about this one? I love recycling stuff. This one I sort of use as a clasp on the other one. Could be part of the color for this. Could be on the horn, but we already have this one on the horn. Okay, I think let's keep it around here because we're gonna use some of these fabrics. Should we let me try this one again while we are recycling. So it is pretty cool. It is a kimono, if you were wondering. Big Shintoist's bug, exactly. Well, the bug is not Shintoist. He just brainwashed a bunch of Shintoist people. What do you think the great bug lord is thinking? What mighty thoughts fill their mind? It's BBQ. Thank you, Haggerty. I told my partner about the card thing, and now we can use them to do cool storytelling game. Nice! That sounds pretty fun. Yes. There's going to be several like rule sets you can use, but both, actually all three of them is like a single player and then 2 multiplayer rule sets. One is collaborative and the other is competitive. I guess let me explain this because I haven't talked about it all stream, and I'm really excited about it. So you're gonna hear me yap about it a bunch of times. We have new rewards on the Patreon, and they are really cool. You should go. Hey, morning, Rakut. You should go to the Patreon and check them out, and you'll see like all the details. But I'm gonna show them to you physically. This big box. That's the first print, and it's gonna be the first batch is gonna be sent in a couple months from now. So, if you remembered the Patreon, we used to do postcards, but we are switching it up to collectible cards. And with cards, I actually mean Polaroids, like these. And just like trading card games, there is a bunch of different designs with different rarities, and you can get for every month you subscribe, you will get 3 random cards or 6 random cards if you're on the upper level, upper tier. And once you get enough of these cards, you can get yourself a little deck and actually use it to play games. And the games are going to be about collaborative horror storytelling. So yeah, really excited to show you more about that. But they're going to come in little packs that you can tear open. It's just like trading. It's a trading card game basically, but with my photos. And yeah, you can either play with them or you can just collect them if you just want to have like some printed versions of my work. If you want to see all the designs and the rarities, it is on the Patreon. Just click on the Patreon and then go to the About page, and you'll see a picture of like each set, like all the commons, uncommons, and rares. And then there's 5 secret designs. Yeah, and oh, and these some cards at random for each pack you get. So let's say you subscribe for 3 months. at the end of those 3 months, you will get your pack sent. So it's going to be 3 for each month, a total of 9. Out of these 9, one of them is going to be scribbled, kind of like this. There's a test one, so the picture is a little smaller than the real ones, but you can see the concept. One of them is going to be scribbled with a little message, just a handwritten message that has to do with the image or the little drawing on top, something like that. So it's kind of like foil cards in trading card games, you know? So yeah, if you're interested in that, join the Patreon. And I will repeat what I said the other day. I have stickers. I have a bunch of these stickers from the previous rewards. Things like the X-ray hand, the night crawlers, the googly owl, of course. Pretty big stickers. For each person that joins during the stream, please let me know in the chats. If you join the Patreon, you will get one of these for free in your first delivery. So yeah, if you do subscribe during the stream, make sure to let me know so I can note down your Patreon name and know that you have one free sticker. There it is. Oh, waves of time. Yeah, oh, sorry. This thing. I always found the Megalomorpha really cool. Thank you. Scribbles is a neat concept. Yeah, I wanted to have like some extra, like there's gonna be cards of different rarities, but I wanted to have like something a little extra and a little bit more handmade. So instead of like adding foil to photos, which would, I don't know if that would even stick, if it would work on photographic paper, because all these, if it wasn't clear from me showing them, they are like photographic paper. So it's like this glossy paper. And yeah, I don't know if like foil would work on that. It's like, it's more fun in this like fake Polaroid style if there's like something scribbled on top, because they all have the white edge. So yeah, do check it out if you're interested. You can check out all the new tiers and stuff in the link that should be in the chat somewhere. Let's go back to it. There's a graffiti in Egypt of someone complaining about how underwhelming their visit was. Yeah, I love the ones in the in Turkey, in the what's the name of the big mosque? I forget now. Hagia Sophia, I think. Yeah, there's some graffiti made by Vikings, just like this and that was here, right? Like just their names, but it's really cute. I think it's just like we're doing the same thing. The Hagia Sophia, I think it's there. Runic inscript, yeah, that's, hold on. Runic inscriptions at Hagia Sophia. There's at least 2 in the marble parapets. This is one. It's called the Halfdan inscription. And okay. The remainder of the inscription is considered to be legible, but it's possible that it followed the common formula and then carved these runes. So, you know, it's very likely like Halfdan was here, which is great. Okay, if I, hold on, just seeing this. If I use like these folds, I think it works. Like it's the same sort of fabric, but it's different enough that I don't think it feels like copy pasted because I used like different parts of the fabrics for the other bug. Oh wait, that covers the ribs. Not the BBQ ribs. Okay. I'm actually gonna move these around so that the gravity makes a bit more sense. I'm gonna move the ribs a little bit lower, I think. And make the fabric a bit more visible. Let's see. Let's put the googly like all the way here. There we go. Oh yeah, and we can take this. No. Here. This. Put it maybe somewhere here. Ah, not the JPEG again. Oh, see you later, Siphon. Have a good night. Okay, I feel like the fabric is too bright. We just need to brighten the body a little bit. So let me do just a general soft light on top of all of this. Like, I think in general, I'm gonna darken things later. But I want it to be like, first of all, I want it to be internally consistent. So like the lighting makes sense within the composition of the bug. And then we make like the whole bug make sense in the darkness of the room. So we can take all of this here. That's the boy. Official name. And the boy is gonna get a level slayer, where we attempt to wait. Oh yeah, that's annoying. That's better. There we go. Okay. So what I'm trying for here is to see the minimum level of light I can have on the bug while keeping it readable, which we might already be pretty close, like without touching anything. Like this is already pretty good, but like I feel like we're darkening it a bit works well, but we lose some areas. So we definitely need to like help it out in some places by just drawing. Like these edges right here for the silhouettes need to be brighter. And we did talk about like adding some sort of physical veil or something. But I think the darkness already veils enough. So I think that won't be necessary, but let me know if you'd like to see some kind of physical veil. I feel like if we did the veil, it would cover the skull. So I think it's a choice between the skull and the veil. Okay, we're gonna take a copy of everything. And that's the boy. It's really funny if we just take the whole thing, like the kimono here. That's really good. Anyway. Here we can choose to move it around a little if needed, but it's probably all right. Because we already have like the skull on it, which gives us the size information, so we're probably good. Then I guess I should blur the whole thing. Not that much, but a little. Yeah. And then when we put it all together, I've kept this from the very beginning because it has a bunch of smart filters on it. So what I want to do is reapply the same smart filters, so we keep like a similar level of detail. And yeah, we see we might have to change the colors and stuff. But I think a little bit of sharpness would do good. Megalomorpha got JPEG, no. Valdevia monster mash. Was edited in a new version of Camera Raw. Huh? Okay. Well, that didn't change anything. Well, I guess I did this on my old computer, but the old computer has a newer version of Photoshop. I haven't updated this in quite a while. So that makes some sense. Honestly, I like how old we made it look. I didn't think it would look so similar to the other postcard, you know? But yeah, we got it looking quite good, I think, in terms of age. Despite being a picture from a few months ago. Okay, I think we can get away with making it a little less clear, actually. I was worried that with all the filters at the end, it would just become really unreadable. But I don't think that has happened. So I wanna add some white here. What does that mean? There we go. So the skull isn't like way too bright compared to everything around it. Okay, let's see the difference with these small edits. That is better, I think. Okay, we need to sign this, y'all. Where do you think I should put a signature? Gotta go make dinner? Oh, have a good dinner, Victoria. Okay, we could put the signature in the banners, in the scratch on the wood. On the bug itself. I feel like it worked pretty well on the banners. We did have this, whatchamacallit, lamp thingy, like paper lamp, but it's out of frame now. Wood patterns? I feel like they're too small to have like a clear signature on those. I think this corner of the banners, and maybe like one here and one backwards on the other side would be pretty good, because they did have text on those edges. So I think it would make sense. That said, I need to. Oh, maybe I can take bits of these letters actually. That might be smart. So I can say take this and this. And then do some diagonal. Put that on lighter color. There we go. And we copy that here. And there. Let me flip this. Nice. I think that works pretty well. Why am I so good at it? Too many. I've done so many signatures. It's my bread and butter. And we do lighter color. So I can put that there. And then if we go to the other side and do a flipped version of my signature, slightly warped and brighter. Hello, Bean. Good morning. Good morning, Bean. Who's awake? You're awake? Hello. Let's see my sketch, by the way. Oh. I mean, we changed the angle of it, but not too bad. Hello, Bean. The boy is here. Hello, the boy. Little scratch on here. Ooh, yeah. He loves that. He has his eyes closed right now. He's just fully enjoying the scratch. Aren't you? Hop on. Wanna hop on? Yeah, he's on the verge of his 5 a.m. zoomies. He's getting there. The zoomies are coming. He just woke up, but in a minute he'll be running. I bet. My sketch? I mean, I had reference. I have the actual thing here, or a toy of it. And honestly, for the amount of detail that we needed, I could have used a toy. No, Bean, that toy. No. It's not your toy. No, don't try to eat it again. Don't try to eat it again. Bean tried to eat the toy before, and he hurt himself with, you know, the spike that it has. He bit into it and he hurt his mouth. He's okay. It's just pinched himself, but it's like, you're a dummy. You're a dummy. You shouldn't bite spiky things, dude. I'll teach you. That'll teach you. Hop on. Let's go. No? He does not want to hop on. More Megalomorpha? As in more Megalomorpha? Yes, we're doing more Megalomorpha. Come on, Bean. There you go. Come on. Good. Good boy. Suso, have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Chat. Does Bean deserve a treat? Tell me. Does he deserve a treat after sleeping so much?
Bean treat no.
think they want me to give you a treat bean. Okay, you get one. Let's see. Unfortunately, I got no more crunchy treats. Actually, I think I might have a thing of crunchy treats, but we gotta finish some of these first. Very good. Oh, that was a good treat. He's grabbing my arm. Look, he's flexing his little paw. Oh, he stopped now. I love when he does that, though. He'll just grab you and he'll start doing this with his hand. Okay, another treat, another treat. I treat you too well. Is that good, Bean? Yeah, that's good. He's grabbing my hand. He's like, nope, don't separate it. Okay, okay. You can have all the dust, all the treat dust. Are you good? Okay, now I'll use my shortcuts to save as JPEG. Oh wait, guess I'll get to see it, hold on. My shortcut to save as JPEG. It lets me. Oh. There it is. This wasn't centered on Photoshop, so it was not doing it. Okay, wants to save this PSB, which makes me think there are too many big layers. Actually don't know. Oop. You go, Bean. Go on your adventure. Let's see if that saves as JPEG now. Or this in general, I mean. No. Still too large. It's weird how Photoshop works sometimes, because hey, Bean, no, you can't eat that. There you go, I distracted him. Okay, so the document right now, this is under my camera, so you can't see it. It says it weighs 1.6 gigabytes. But then it says it exceeds the 2 gigabyte limits. So it's like making up 0.4 gigs out of absolutely nowhere, and you have to just like sort of guess at it because like which layer is confusing it until it lets you save. No, me. Don't scratch that. He was scratching things that he shouldn't. Don't do that, dude. Okay, did I save? I think it did. Yeah, okay. So I found the, I guess the layer responsible. I don't know which one it was, because I cut down a bunch of them. But I must have landed upon it. By simple coincidence. But yeah, there we go. That is Megalomorpha Shinto Shrine Part 2. I do have more I want to do for this. As you guys know, Megalomorpha is usually a bunch of images per part, because I expect too much of myself. I know it's stupid, but here's the notes I have from the last stream, from the stream where we made this bad boy. My notes say, there is an adult hiding somewhere, using the cult to make its larvae metamorphose. So as I explained before, this is sort of a mature cult that is probably hundreds of years old. And oh, okay, so I noted down that this could be evidence left behind from the burned temple. So these would be just like the things that survived from the burned temple. So we get like little context to what happened or to how it happened. Bean, come over. Don't play with that. Run over. Go distract the boy. I got him distracted. Anyway, as for images, the main two images I wanted to have is this one, obviously, this one, obviously, which I'm gonna mark down here as done. The adult in the shadows, I called it. And the third edited image I wanted to have is probably using another one of the postcards I got from Japan. And it is this one. So we have this nice little shrine scenario with a pond. And what I was thinking is like remove these water lilies from the pond. I don't know if these are water lilies, actually. They look like a different plant. Remove all these plants from the pond and kind of have clearer water. And under the water, you can sort of see like a mass, like a bunch of the larvae from the, like these larvae under the water kind of squirming around. Because we have set up during the first few parts of Megalomorpha, we do set up that these larvae are aquatic. They are born as aquatic and they leave to land and that's where they molt. So the incubation area for these larvae would be in the pond here in the middle of the shrine. What's a yerk? But yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know if I'll use this image, but I like that, we have the shrine and we have the pond, so we would just need to like remove the plants and do a simple effect of just having like the shape of a bunch of beetle grubs under the water. And that's all the images I wanted to fully edit, to just have like a main edit on. So after that, I would like to have a fire, the picture with the temple on fire, or a ruin of the temple after whatever took it down. A photo of the monk, so we have like a photo of our protagonist, and so probably just an old photo of like a Shinto monk, and an amulet, an omemori. So omemori are these little, actually I got one right here, I think. Yeah, it's here. Let me get my omemori. This is what my sister got me years back. So I'll keep it. It's meant to be like good luck in like studying, but because I was studying at the time. But I like it as just a little general good luck charm. There we go. Keep it behind my desk. Yeah, these are called omemori, and you can buy them at these shrines. It's a really traditional thing, and I think it would be nice to have like one of these omemoris. Maybe it has like a beetle on it, but be simple. Like a beetle pattern, maybe. Let me mark that down. Beetle. But that last one is not too necessary to the story. It's kind of just like an extra detail that we could add. Exactly, just like the koi carps. The bad guys from Animorphs have evil worm babies in pools. Interesting. Never. I only know of Animorphs. I never read it or anything. I don't think it was in Spain. I've never seen it in Spanish, at least. It probably was translated, but I don't know if it was like popular. Did you hear Bean? He's meowing around. He's just walking around, making a ruckus. But yeah, that is the idea for the next part of this Megalomorpha story, or next edits within this Megalomorpha story, which maybe I'll make next week, a couple weeks from now. I'll see. I still haven't planned the specific days I'll do each thing, but yeah, this one is, I would call it like 2/3 of the way done, because the third edit is simpler than these last two, and the other ones are just gonna be like finding images mostly, maybe like some small slight editing. Yeah, oh my god, I got so much Megalomorpha to do, so many parts that are like mid production, but yeah, hopefully let's try and get some new stuff out the door, because I always get stuck somewhere and then I never get to finish it, and it's very frustrating. Hi Bean. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, I think. 3.5 hours. Fairly short in terms of streams. Oh wait, no, before I wanted to show you. You might remember this extension, this plugin I downloaded into Photoshop that does essentially lets you do time lapses of your edits, and I did it. I remembered to hit record, not for today, but for yesterday's edits. And I thought it would be cool to just like export it and see what we can do with it. So the way this works is, I'm going to show you. You hit record, and it, in this folder called process images, it'll record every single step of the document in Photoshop as a simplified JPEG. So every single thing I've done for the meat wall, it's here. And since I can see the frames literally before exporting it to a video, I, like, you know, the first confusing part, like it's gonna start like this, just like me putting photos on there and then removing them, and that's like a little bit annoying. So I'll probably just start the video, remove these, and start the video like once we have the first image set up. Or okay. Here, I guess. Hey Adam, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. And thanks for the follow. But yeah, let's see. It would start in this frame. I don't know if there are any other like annoying frames that we should remove, but I think it should be fine. It goes all the way to the end. We got to see the googly eyes pop in and out, which is funny. Yeah. Let's export this as is, as like 3-minute video. I think it was about 3 hours of edits. I think 3 minutes should be fine, right? So just so 180 seconds. Let's hit export, and let's wait for it for a little bit. I'm gonna open the door for Bean. I think he's asking me to open the door. Yeah. Hold on. Opening the door while that exports. Okay. My computer is huffing and puffing, so something's being done. The video is being exported. And in case you missed it, let me show you the final results of what we did yesterday, because I really like it. I really like how it came out. It is house meat. And if you go to my social media, you'll be able to see the final version of it and the text I wrote along with it, which I can show you real quick. It says, Incubomurum domus, commonly known as house meat, is an amorphous vertebrate that lodges itself in the empty spaces of buildings. Originally believed to have evolved in caves, it quickly adapted to human dwellings and their ample feeding opportunities. Apart from predating the inhabitants, they may cause structural instabilities in the foundation, or may cause structural instabilities to the foundation. Prompt removal is recommended. So yeah, I kind of turned it into a bit of a speculative biology thing. I imagined it was some kind of vertebrates, like a cave bear or something that just like instead of moving around, it just became one with the cave and ate anything that came in, and that just slowly started losing all of its organs and all the unnecessary stuff until it just became meat. Thank you, Adam. I'm glad you like it, and thank you for the follows. Oh, our video is done exporting. Let's see. Gonna go to the output videos, and let's see what this gives us. Okay, so that's the speed. We could go a little faster, I feel like. But yeah, I'm thinking of using these for the stream intros. The problem with just recording my screen for the edits and then doing time lapses is that when you keep zooming in and out, it gets like really confusing and just like a lot of flashing images. So it's not very good to look at unless I go in and manually edit every time I zoom in and out, which is like insane amounts of work. So this is like a pretty nice way of doing it, because it doesn't zoom around. You'll get like each step as like a single frame, but I think it works. Shows you the whole process without being like nauseating. Oh, Tumblr's gonna call you bad for the ceiling meat somehow. I don't think they could. You get your images from a bunch of places, but I got a list that I can show you. There you go. There's a command. There's a link in the chat to a list I have put together with a bunch of my sources. I try to keep it more or less up to date too. Okay, so I'm putting all the beams and tubes in there. Now I'm doing the shadows. Honestly, I think this video could be faster. I might have to like go in and remove some frames that would be flashing, like stuff that appears and disappears, like frame after frame. But if I clean it up a little, I think this could be like a 2 or 1 minute video. I hope it's useful, Adam. Yeah, there it goes. The googlies pop in and out. There it is. That's the video. That's fun. I like these little time lapses. Yeah, honestly, there's stuff where it's like, you know, I hide a layer and then pops up again. Like that sort of thing. Don't think it's necessary. This one. Yeah, I think it's as simple as looking for frames that kind of stand out too much. And that should just reduce the flashing and we can make it go a lot faster. What are these frames? Nothing really. I don't know why I keep flashing back to the base image. Guess it's just like a habit. Weird habits of mine that you only notice. Oh, Jesus. I'm so JPEG'd. Yeah, I think that's pretty much smooth, right? Although I could probably remove a lot of the prep work from the beginning because it is pretty much useless. Like I did a lot of stuff here that wasn't really used at all. So I feel like this, for example, is completely useless. Every time it flashes back to this image, I could probably remove. Just to avoid flashing. And all of this was completely useless, I think. What is going on in this part? A lot of nothing. Okay. I think we can take a lot of the beginning here and just cut it out. Okay, and now we export that in, I think, 2 minutes. 120 seconds? That's what that looks like. Oh my god, level 3 JPEG! Every time I look back at myself, I look worse. 3 is the limit, yeah. The reward straight up deactivates when you get to level 3. It's a whole thing. I had to program like a whole system for this to work. But I made it work. Let me get Bean while this renders. Pero bueno. Look at what you did to Bean. Look at what you did to him. Are you happy with yourself? Bean, we can barely see you. The boy. Poor Bean. Oh, video exported successfully. Hopefully the video won't be JPEG'd. It's just me. Okay. Let's go to temp files. No, output videos. Let's see this. Let's see if the rhythm is better. Let's see if it flashes less. Okay, hold on. Let me put it, center it here for you.
By bringing Vin into this. Going to say you pegged, but we can't stand to not say our voice clearly.
You did it. You did it. Every time you JPEG a vowel, you gotta think of the collateral damage. Poor little Bean. Yeah, that goes pretty fast, but I think it doesn't feel like it flashes too much, so that's good. Hello, Bean. Oh. Bean is 3 pixels big. My boy. I'm tapping the boy. He likes it. Do you stream every day? I try. Well, I haven't streamed in a bit actually, but I'm getting back into my regular schedule, which is gonna be Monday night to Thursday night. So it's gonna be 4 streams a week, all in a row. Hey, this is good. I feel like we can put these in the stream intros. Thank you, Mean. Yeah, I feel like that'll work pretty well for the beginners streams. You know, this screen here. No, not the intermission one. This one, where we get all the little time lapses. Look at myself. Hell yeah! Hope to see you around, Adam. But yeah, that is gonna do it for us tonight. We finished this edit. In case you missed it, it is the big beetle Megalomorpha in the shadows. And yeah, tomorrow we are gonna have. Well, I put it in the schedule as a free day, but what I think we're gonna be doing. So free day is like whatever I want at the moment. But I think we're gonna be redoing this snowman piece that being here. I started in December, and then I just wasn't really happy with where it was going, so kind of left it on the wayside. I think we're just gonna redo it in a different way. Oh, I'm clear, just for the end. We can just redo it in a different way, and yeah, it'll be, you know, like the same base image, but with a different snowman. I think that's gonna be what we do. But yeah, might be something else. I don't know. It's a free day. You never know what will happen. So yeah, that'll be all for us today, though. And yeah, I hope I see you all tomorrow for the next stream again at the same hour. And the topic will be surprise. You never know. Yeah, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing time zone and take care.